Hello and welcome to the Excel training sessions by IndieTest. This session is an extension of our previous session on sum function and tells us about using the SUMIF function in Excel. In the previous session about the sum function, we learned that whenever we wanted to add up multiple numbers in Excel, we can always go to using the sum function in Excel just like this. But there is one very important point that we still need to learn about the sum function. What if in a table there are values which we want to skip and there are some values which we want to add? As in this example, we have a table of the marks obtained by different students of a class over different semesters. So as you can see that the student named David, there are multiple entries for the kid named David over different semesters. Now what if out of this table I just wanted to add up the marks obtained by David, just the David. So Excel provides us a function called the SUMIF function to perform things like this, to help us out on these kind of things. Now all I need to do is I need to go on to a desired cell, use the SUMIF function, open bracket thing. Now it asks me for the range. Now there are three criteria you can see that I need to input into the SUMIF function. The first is the range criteria. This is simply the range of cells in Excel on which I need to apply up a criteria which we're going to discuss afterwards. So in this case I'm going to select the A3 to A12 range as the criteria, the range on which the criteria needs to be applied, and go with the comma one, and then my criteria is that I need to look out for only those cells which have a value of David, and I write it like this. I write the word David in two inverted commas, and by this I mean that I need to look out for only those cells which have the value of David in it. The sum range is based on this criteria, which is the range in which numeric values lies on which I want to perform up a sum. So my that sum range is B3 to B12, and I end this using the closing bracket in this, and then press enter. You can see that I get a value of 14. Now how to interpret this result? The value of 14 in this example means that if I were to add up David's marks over different semesters, they would add up to 14. So let's just do a verification on my theory. So in this table you can see that in the first semester David has an entry of 2. In the second one it has an entry of 4, so 4 plus 2 is 6, and then in the last one you can see that David has an entry of 8, so 8 plus 6 term comes out to be 14. So this is what we were looking for. We can perform a similar kind of a thing using a different name. For example, we can do the same kind of analysis on Scarlett. For example, if I were to add up the marks of Scarlett, they should come out to be 3 plus 9 12. So let's just try it out. There it is. So the interpretation of the result 12 is that if I were to add up the marks obtained by Scarlett in different semesters, they would come out to be 12, which is as what we discussed before, 9 plus 3 is equal to 12. Now there's just one last catch to this. We have, whenever we are going to specify the criteria in our function, in this we have been specifying that we just need to add up the marks obtained by Scarlett. This text Scarlett is not case sensitive. I mean, if I were to use all of the capital letters involved in this, it would still give me the same result. So this is all that you need to know about the SUMIF function. Thank you for watching.